TV tonight. Away from that, political players as well as scholars of politics have gone ahead to have rejected a proposal to revert Uganda from presidential system to a parliamentary system of governance. A parliamentary system implies that a political party that gets the majority of members of parliament forms the government and its leader becomes the head of government. Wandera Ogalo mooted the proposal for the parliamentary system, arguing that it would deepen accountability and democratic governance. However, Secretary General of the National Unity Platform, Rubongoya, says the problem is not the electoral law, but the impunity of people who hold political power.
The Law Reform Commission to Cabinet, eventually we shall have time to debate the reforms that will be brought in place. The other issue I can comment about is...
Honorable Namanja, I requested that you summarize the issues.
I'm really summarizing.
9 minutes now into
I'm really summarizing with just one thing. The issue of where did we go wrong? It goes back to somebody raised an issue here, and if there was a mistake at that time, that why didn't we close in the age limit and term limit? Why didn't we subject it to a referendum? And if we did not subject it to a referendum, that means the political parties or the ruling political party is also okay to use the existing mechanisms. And this brings me to the issue of citizens. Who speaks for the public? When we continue to say that the people do not want, who are these people? Because there is nothing that we did, whether it is age limit or term limit, within our localities. We consulted as a political party, and decisions were made, and we followed due process. And those that were not allowed, the Constitutional Court disallowed them. But otherwise, even to say, just in a blanket form, that age limit is, I mean, there are countries we look at, Britain does not have term limits. The US, President Biden is 81 years and is still going to campaign. So we also pick lessons from elsewhere. But most importantly, I can say that opening to dialogue and discussing these issues is what we emphasize, and we shall continue to carry on. Otherwise, that's all I can say. Once again, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Professor, if you could use a minute in response, and then I'll have Honorable Wandera Ogalo use another minute, and I'll invite Chris to wrap up. I understand there is lunch. And Professor, I'm requesting that you keep it really brief because we don't want you to lose some of the audiences that are already switching out. Thank you.
Well, it is unfair on me. Do you hear me?
I think we need to change your microphone. Could you use another? Thank you. I know it's a bit unfair, but we'll lose some time along the way. Can someone check the microphones? Seems to be having a problem.
Well, thank you. Since I have no time, I'll just emphasize what has been proposed. And arising from this gathering, it's obvious that this country needs another conversation. You see, what happened in 1989, 1995 was so useful, not because of the law that resulted, but the sensitization nationally. People became very much aware